there, my friend. This is Paul Hutchings with MiracleMoneyMachine.com coming to you today live from my home office to shoot a quick video on smart passive income. And you may have found this video because you were looking for passive income streams. Maybe you found this video because you were looking for Smart Passive Income blog or the Smart Passive Income podcast. And I want to say right up front, I'm not affiliated with the Smart Passive Income blog or the Smart Passive Income podcast. However, I do understand how to create smart passive income. I've actually been doing it for years from the comfort of my very own home. I don't have a job. I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur, and I love creating streams of passive income. And so what I wanted to do on this video, just for a few minutes, is share with you a couple of the smartest passive income ideas that I've personally run across. And hopefully through this video, you can gain some ideas that will allow you to go out in your life and in your business and generate passive income. And why do we want to generate passive income? We'll answer this question right off the bat. One word: freedom. Right? Freedom. When we have passive income, in other words, when we have an income stream that is dumping into our bank account that is separate from our time, our physical body actually having to show up and be somewhere in order to get that money, what that does is that frees us up to go and do the things that we really want to do in life. You know, be with family, go on vacations, travel the world, read books, hang out with awesome people. You know, I don't know what your dream is, but I have a feeling you might have a dream, right? If you looked up this type of a term on the internet, you've probably got a dream. And with passive income, you can have the money, but more importantly, or as important, you can have the time to go live your dream, whatever that dream might be. So passive income, how do you get smart passive income? I want to talk about two ideas today on this video. And the first thing that I'll talk about real quick is how I was introduced to the concept of passive income. I remember the day specifically. I was actually living in a 1984 single-wide trailer house back in 2005. I had just gotten married, and I remember sitting in a recliner in my living room of this 1984 single-wide trailer house, and I had a book open. And this book was Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I remember sitting there in this trailer house, and at the time I was working a job that I didn't really like. So I'm sitting there after work one night reading this book, and I remember Robert Kiyosaki talking about this idea called pipeline money, that you could build a pipeline literally from the marketplace to your bank account that could potentially dump money over and over and over into your bank account. And once the pipeline was built, you wouldn't have to be there, and the money would continue to pour in. And he talked about how wealthy people do this through owning businesses and through owning systems and through investment. So I decided at that point back in 2005 that this was something that I really wanted to have in my life, and I became committed to finding a way to to get it. And it took me a few years of trial and error to finally find something that worked extremely well. As a matter of fact, I struggled. I tried all sorts of different businesses, about 14 to be exact, before finally discovering and being able to see some ideas that actually worked for me in my life that now afford me actually multiple five-figure monthly income stream on a monthly basis of passive income. So a couple ideas that I think can help you in your journey to generate smart passive income in your life. First thing that I want to share is in the form of investments, right? And I'm not I'm not a financial planner. I'm not giving you any legal advice or anything like that. I'm just sharing with you an idea that I have that's worked out very, very well, and that is through investing in property, you can generate significant passive income streams. And there are different types of properties to invest in. I remember when I first started learning about real estate, I thought that the barrier to entry was too big. $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 homes. I was living in a trailer house at the time, right? So I was like, man, that's kind of out of the realm of what I can do. So I started kind of being a little bit creative and thinking outside the box. And what I realized was that you can actually invest in things called single-wide mobile homes. and that if you do a little bit of research and due diligence, you can actually find single wide mobile homes, 3-bed, 2-bath units that are extremely well built, that will last a long time, and you can buy these things for anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 for a good one, right? And you can rent these out for anywhere from $400 to $600, at least in my area here in Idaho, a month, $400 to $600 a month on a monthly basis. So if you think about that, a $10,000 investment, I actually have one that I paid $10,000 for, and it's been generating for me consistently about $400 a month passive income. You take $400 a month times 12 months in a year, that's $4,800 return on a $10,000 investment. What is that in terms of return on your money, my friend? That's a 48% annual return on your money. 48%. This is an idea of something that I call smart passive income, something that can generate a significant amount of passive income in your life. So that's one thing you can invest in. Now, when I first got started, I didn't have $10,000. So I had to figure out a way to generate some income, which is gonna bring me to my second smart passive income idea. You know, I got into network marketing, and I'm not, recommending that you do that, so don't jump off the video. But I actually joined company after company after company because the idea was a good idea, I thought, right? I do a little, my team does a little, their teams do a little, and pretty soon I'm generating passive income. Well, the problem that I ran into was that it seemed to be very difficult to find people that would actually work, right? I was willing to work, and after I learned how to recruit, I was recruiting people, but it was difficult to find people that would actually go out and produce. And when my income was based upon what other people would or would not do, I was very, very limited in my ability to generate passive income. And then about 1.5 years ago, I discovered a brand new income model that is actually an affiliate program that instead of paying $1 to $3 or $20 on a sale of a product, they actually pay 100% commissions to the affiliate. And so what that has allowed me to do is through my own production, go out there and generate a significant leveraged income stream. And then I've been able to take this leveraged income, pay off all the debt on the house that we live in, and I'm now accumulating more and more cash that I'm going to roll into some of these other smart passive income ideas. So my friend, couple ideas for you. Number one, look for different types of investment. I would recommend looking towards, especially if you don't have a lot of money to get started and you want a great passive return on your money, single wide mobile homes are a great place to invest. If you know what you're doing, right? And you don't have to be an expert, but you gotta just find good units, okay? Great passive income idea. And then the second thing is look for, actually, I'll just tell you, you can find this affiliate program that I got involved with. It's just changed everything for me and my family. You can go to miraclemoneymachine.com and take a look at that. I wish I could recommend a bunch of different types of passive income models in the network marketing world or the affiliate marketing world. Unfortunately, there's more bad out there than good. So just in actuality, I mean, you're looking for smart passive income. There's only one affiliate program that I can recommend wholeheartedly, and you can find that at miraclemoneymachine.com. So my friend, I want to commend you for looking into this idea of how to generate passive income. I want to tell you that it's so worth it when you build up a stream of income that comes in every month, regardless of whether you show up to work or not. It is so worth it. It was worth all the failures I had to go through. It was worth all the growth I had to go through. It was worth all the books that I read. It was worth all the audios that I listened to. It was worth all the networking that I did with people who had done this, right, to try to learn how they were doing it. It's worth it. So I just want to encourage you, my friend, stay the course. There is nothing like passive income. And maybe these ideas that I've shared with you can help you. Single wide mobile homes. And also, miraclemoneymachine.com. Take a look, my friend. And whatever you do, never give up on your dreams. Take care and bye for now.